What's going on, everybody? This is Joe.
And Amy.
And we are back with some more MTG Arena. This time we are continuing, or I guess starting the games, for our Theros Beyond Death draft. We did the draft last time for the first time, and we made a deck. It says white-black, but that's a little bit deceiving. There is one black card in the whole deck. Hopefully, if you did not watch the last video and watch us draft it, you will see what that card is, hopefully, when we get it out on the field, because that would be sweet. This deck, I feel like, we're going to get into it, but I feel like this deck seemed a lot better than it was when we drafted it, but I hope I'm wrong.
Well, we drafted a lot of green cards that were good. And then we took them all out.
And then cut them all. Okay, so we have our splash with Unknown Shores. That'll work if we need to make it work. We have a 2 mana, 3 mana, 4 mana, and we have 4 lands. So that's perfectly fine.
Yeah. That's a non-mulligan type hand.
And we'll just play the Unknown Shores early because we don't need double... Ooh. All right, if we draw Daxos, I fucked up. Okay, I fucked up.
You had to say it.
Well, it's true, and we have 2 of them. So yeah, that's my fault entirely. Apologies, everyone. I'm the idiot. We can flicker it, but that would be silly. So we pass. We drew another Omen. But this is a 3-1. So what we're going to do is pass, and then when they attack with this, we play the Omen, make 2 1/1s, and block with one of the 1/1s.
Nice.
It's very good. So we pass to attackers. They attack, obviously. And then we play an Omen of the Sun, 2 1/1 soldiers. And then we block with one of them and kill their creature. Sweet. Hell yeah. Omens are so good. I love them. All right. Nyxborn Courser is a 2/4. We have the Archon of Falling Stars. We have a land, so they have a 2/4. I guess we could play this 2/3 flyer. We can't play Daxos. Well, we could play Daxos, but then we wouldn't be able to play anything else except Flicker. But let's
I'd rather play the Pegasus.
Yeah. Makes sense to me. No attacks this turn, because we're not attacking with a 1/1 into a 2/4. But we have a 2/3 flyer, which again, don't forget, we can give... Okay, well, they're going to Banishing Light it, but...
I'd rather them banish the Pegasus than something else.
Yeah, that's fair. No blocks, we'll take 2 and go back to 20, because we gain 2 life off the Omen. Altar is here. Huh. That's not nothing.
We didn't need that, but...
No, but still, I mean, whatever. We could still play it. Or we could play... I guess we could play Daxos, leave up Flicker, but for Daxos? I don't know. That's fine. Because it's either Daxos or another Omen, but the Omen would only give us 3 of these, and they have a 2/4, so that's not, like, super helpful. But this would be a 2/3, so a 2/3 blocks a 2/4 pretty well.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
That's cool. And then we... I guess we could have attacked for 1. That's my fault. We could have attacked for 1 and gotten in an extra 1 point of damage. So if we lose when they're at 1, then that's my fault. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, they have their own Sun Main Pegasus. That's all right. Our Archon, if and when we can get it out. Yeah, them attacking doesn't make a ton of sense here, and it's our turn. We drew a land. Hell yeah, we did. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we play this turn, then next turn we can play the Archon, even if we don't draw a land.
Okay.
Notably. And our devotion increases, so he would get 4 toughness.
Nice.
So, sure. And we have a demigod, so if we tap this for mana, we gain a life.
All of that sounds great.
It's pretty funny.
It's a good thing we picked that card.
Okay, I guess we pass now. They could attack with their flyer. I don't know why they didn't. I guess maybe because they didn't have the... Oh, no, they just played it, I guess, last turn. Yeah, they did. We're both mono white so far.
Yep.
Okay. They're playing a Glory Bearers. It's a 3/4. Okay, so notably, they have a 2/3 flyer. It's now a 2/4 flyer because of that, but that's fine. We don't have anything we can do to stop that, nor do we really want to. Do we want to play an Omen, or do we want to scry 2 off of this Omen?
Scry 2 off of that Omen.
Okay. That makes sense to me. Yes, please. We gain a life from using this.
Nice.
Okay, so we don't need the land anymore because we have the 6 for the Archon.
Okay.
So we put that on the bottom, and Sentinel's Eyes, top or bottom? +1/+1 in Vigilance for 1 mana.
Do we have anything for it?
I mean, we could put it on Daxos.
Daxos.
He would be a 2/4 or 2/5 then at that point, and his toughness keeps going up as... But then he would have 3 power only,
Right.
which doesn't get through any of these 4 toughness guys. But this, we could put it on this, and give it Vigilance then, because then it would be back to block as well.
Yes, no, that sounds wonderful.
Okay, so we keep that on top.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, but we're still playing the Archon only this turn. There's no reason to attack, so yeah, that's what we're doing. And we do have an enchantment in our graveyard. It's the Omen. So worst comes to worst, if they kill this outright, like right now, we still get the Omen back, 2 more soldiers, 2 more life, and scrying later on.
Okay.
So that's pretty good. And Daxos is a 2/5 now. Okay, so they just gave it that. It can't attack or block. But it's still a 4/4, so if it dies somehow, I don't know how it would, but... Okay. They're attacking with their 2/3, which they gave Vigilance and Lifelink to, so they gain 2 life. We have a Hero of the Pride. Whenever we cast a spell that targets it, creatures we control get +1/+1 until end. +1/+0 until end of turn. Want to play this guy?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to give him +1/+1 in Vigilance to pump our whole team?
Sure.
Okay, so we gain a life off of Daxos. That wouldn't really do a ton, I guess.
Yeah, because
but
he's only a 2/2.
yeah, but 2 is the greatest power that we have among things that can attack. And if we play Sentinel's Eyes, we can still play Omen later with Flash. It's up to you. We can not do it now and wait.
Yeah, I think we should wait.
Okay. Then we pass. I just hope that they don't get rid of our Archon, exile it with their Dreadful Apathy before we get, like, Revoke Existence or something. Alright, so they're going to attack us for 2, or not. They're thinking about it. There we go. I don't have anything to stop that. Do you want to play the Omen at the end of their turn? Since we have nothing else to do with our mana?
I guess so.
Okay. So then before it's our turn, we'll tap this for white, and then play these guys. So we gain a life. Hell yeah. And then we gain 2 more life. And we drew another Flicker. Now, notably, if we exile a creature or an enchantment and then return it to the battlefield, we can do that to the Omen and just get like 1 million more soldiers if we really want to.
Yeah.
It
we
doesn't
already have
seem...
one in our graveyard.
Oh, exile target creature. So we can actually exile our Archon right now, which
Oh,
we should
do that.
do. Yeah, we should
Absolutely do that.
So it goes away, it comes back, we gain a life off of Daxos.
And then we can use the Sentinel's Eyes on it.
And the Dreadful Apathy goes away. They didn't have the mana, resolves, and then we play Sentinel's Eyes on it. And it gets +1/+1 and Vigilance. Okay. We still can't attack because they have 2 4 toughness creatures on the field, but we will be able to do it next turn. And now it has Vigilance, so it can block either of their Sunmane Pegasus. Any of the 3 Sunmane Pegasus that they have.
Oh,
And they got rid of ours, thinking that it was, you know, really scary.
bad.
We also have this up if they try to, like, kill anything of ours. Do we want to scry?
Yes.
Or do we want to... Yeah, because
Or do
this
you
can be
wanna save
used
it up?
defensively. Well, no. Like,
Okay.
we could use this on this, but that seems, like, not great. Scrying feels better. So we'll tap through. We gain a life off of this. Thank God for Daxos and that. So we have Karametra's Blessing or a land. You want to put the land on the bottom?
Okay.
And keep the Karametra's Blessing, +2/+2, and hexproof and indestructible,
Yeah,
if it's
that sounds
enchantment or
awesome.
enchanted. Okay, very good.
Couldn't we just make our whole deck that?
I mean, kind of. All
There
right,
we
so
go.
let's attack first with our
Obviously.
5/5 flyer with Vigilance.
We would have no creatures to put it on.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, they're thinking of doing something, maybe? They're thinking about something. Okay. So we get to attack for 5 with
Yay.
Vigilance. Do they block or do they take it? They take it. Boom. That feels really good. Okay.
Yes.
I think that's going to be the end, because this is instant speed.
Yeah.
And this is instant speed.
Yeah.
And we have nothing else going on.
Yeah.
So we end our turn. Seems good. We're at 25. That feels good, too.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a 1/4 flyer. Whenever they target it with a spell, it's a hero ability, same as the Hero of the Pride. So everybody gets +1/+0 on their team until end of turn. If they target it with a spell. Okay, let's see if they're attacking. Yeah, I didn't think so. All right, we don't have anything to do end of turn, so we take our turn. We drew a Traveler's Amulet. I mean, it's something to play, and it gets us another land, which gets the land out of our deck. And it's not like we only need the 3 mana, and we have a lot more than that, so it resolves. Let's tap the altar, because we don't need the other mana. So let's tap the altar for white and use it on the Traveler's Amulet, so we gain life off the exchange. We haven't played a land this turn, so when we get that plains, do we get the plains or do we get a swamp? I guess we just get a plains, because we have the black already with the altar and stuff. So, yeah, we just get a plains. There's no reason not to, and we play it, and we attack. What do they got? Ooh, they're tapping mana to give something vigilance and lifelink, I assume? Okay, that's fine. So they're going to try to gain some life off of the exchange, but they're going to try to block with, like, a bunch of things, or just, like, gain 2 life and sack one of their Pegasus. Yeah, they're multi-blocking. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, because now Karametra's Blessing makes this a 7/7. 3, 6, 9.
Blocking with 4 things?
Yeah. And one of them has lifelink.
Why?
So let's order this first. Their 1/4 that can pump their team if it gets targeted.
Like, why wouldn't they just take that?
Because it's 5 damage.
Yeah,
They want to do it while they still have these things on the field. I would have done something similar. It's just that they're going to get blown out. Because we're going to get to kill 2 of their creatures. Do we know which one has vigilance and lifelink? This one does. So we want to kill that one, I guess. It doesn't really matter, but that's fine. All right. So we do that, and then we do that. So they go to damage. They gain some life, and our creature would die, but it's indestructible.
Yeah.
And so we end our turn, and it's back to a 5/5. We killed 2 of their things. Taranika, a Crowan Veteran. It's a 3/3 vigilance. Whenever she attacks, they can untap another creature they control, and until end of turn, that creature has base power and toughness 4/4 and gains indestructible. She is very good.
Taranika.
Yes, and a favorite of Iroas. Constellation, whenever an enchantment enters, this gains double strike until end of turn, and it's a 2/2. Pass to attackers. I assume none? She can't attack now. She just came into play. Right. Okay, my turn. Nothing to do at end of turn. We drew the Revoke Existence. So we can exile an artifact or an enchantment. Now, notably, you would think that there's nothing, but there's this Banishing Light that's blocking our own Sunmane Pegasus over here. So, but that's it. Oh, this is a sorcery, so we might as well do it now.
Okay.
Does that seem good?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's exile their Banishing Light. It resolves on my end, why wouldn't it? Okay, we get our Sunmane Pegasus back. We had a creature enter, so we gain a life. Then we can...
Naxos is at 2/8.
Yeah, he's very good.
Nuts.
We're a mono white deck, so we've got a lot of white devotion. We will attack for 5 vigilance. And they don't block it, so they go to 14. And then I guess we end our turn. Right? Yeah, that makes sense to me. Okay. The cool thing about this Flicker of Fate is, like, anything that they target with her to make them base power and toughness 4/4. Like, first of all, we could just block it with this, but, like... Okay, so Constellation, so this has double strike now. So they're presumably going to want to make it a 4/4 when they attack with it. Okay, so Vigilance and Lifelink on that, that's fine. Pass to attackers. Okay. So do you understand what this card does? It's a little complicated, but basically...
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, that's not a problem. It's just giving everything +1 toughness that attacked.
Oh,
that's all
okay.
that all this stuff is. What she is doing is they get to choose any one of their attackers, untap it, and make it a 4/4 with indestructible until end of turn. So that's gonna resolve, I guess? Yeah, that resolves. That's totally fine. Okay. So this is a 4/6 indestructible. This is a 3/5 without indestructible. So I'm going to block her, and we take... Well, I can block here as well. So we pass to blockers. I don't need to use this. This has double strike, but we can block it with Daxos and be fine. So we're actually really good here. Let's block here. Let's block here. They have no cards in hand, so there's nothing that we don't know about. Let's block here. We have 3 1/1s. They're basically unblocked, hitting us for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we're at 27. So we go to 18.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yeah, it sure does. Because 18 is only 2 less than 20.
Yeah.
We're currently at 27, which is pretty good.
Exactly. So first strike damage happens, regular damage happens. Now, technically, we could have given this Vigilance and Lifelink, but that's fine. We just would have had 2 more life and been back at 20. Okay, that was their whole turn. Taranika dead, which is foolish on their part to have allowed that to happen, I guess. But that's it. It's my turn. Hey, look. The Al Said of Life's Bounty, another way to protect our stuff, because we can sack this and give something protection from the color of our choice until end of turn.
Nice.
Plus, it's a lifelinker, and it's an enchantment, and it's a creature entering, so we gain life. Okay, let's go to combat and attack with just our 5/5 again. They cannot kill it, even by double blocking it. And even if they did, we could give it protection and all that fun stuff. Now, notably, something that's actually interesting to point out here. If the Al Said at any point has to give our Archon protection from white, because of one of their things that they're doing as a mono white deck, the Sentinel's Eyes would fall off because our creature would have protection from white.
Ew, his eyes fall off.
But
just had to be a picture in my mind.
But notably, we can escape it later on and put it back on.
Okay.
And we have 6 cards in our graveyard currently, so we can do it 3 times. Our decks are very similar. It's just that we have,
but
notably,
ours is better.
Well, why? What's the best card we have on our field right
The
now?
Archon.
Right? And remember, you were unsure, I'll say.
Because there was so much going on with it, and I just felt like it was kind of expensive, and I wasn't really sure, like, I don't know, the best ways to go about using it, maybe.
Sure.
I don't know. I just tried to avoid a lot of complex things when it comes to this game, because
That makes
this
perfect
game
sense.
has so many complexities, and I am not good at it.
I can understand that. All right, so they played the hero last turn. They have no cards in hand. We have 1. And we're going to be attacking them for 5 again. And I assume that they're going to be blocking here. Maybe not. They could go to 6. All right, they're tapping some mana for what? To give Vigilance and Lifelink to these things? That makes sense. Okay, Vigilance and Lifelink happens on one of them. So they gain 2 life by blocking. That makes sense.
Like, that's why I did not want to draft black, even though black is, like, the best thing you could draft for this format, essentially.
Right.
Because it's, like, so... Because there's so much escape, right? That it just, like, bails you out of, like, every bad situation.
Fair enough.
But the escape is the thing that I want to avoid, because it's just, like, so much extra stuff to do.
That's fair. All right, so they played a land because that's what they drew. We drew that last turn, so I don't feel bad. They are attacking for 2. I was going to say, they didn't give it Vigilance and Lifelink. They're attacking with everything because now they're desperate. And that's not me, like, being mean to them. That's just a fact. They have 2 of these, so everything's getting +2 toughness.
Great. Great for them.
Yeah, whatever. I don't mind. So in total, even if we took all of it, so now they're giving it Vigilance and Lifelink, even though, whatever. In total, if we took all of it, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 6 is 14. So we'd go to 5, and they're dead. But we could also do some blocks. So
let's do a couple.
let's pass to... Well, actually, no. Before we pass to blockers, let's do that and that to give this vigilance and lifelink.
Yeah.
As well, until end of turn. You gonna let that resolve, I hope, or no? Maybe?
You're mad about it. They're holding us back because they're holding a grudge.
Yeah. All right, let's pass to blockers, and then we can block their flyer with our flyer. We can block one of their 3/5s here, and we can block their 2/4 here. No, that would be targeted. Let's do this one. So actually, I'm sorry, I miscounted. We're taking 4 from this double striker. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we go to 11.
Okay.
If I'm correct.
I'm alright with that.
I've been wrong before. I was wrong. Oh, because we gained 2. But no, whatever. Anyway, that's fine. Regardless.
We're 15, and so are they.
Yeah. But they have no blockers and no cards in their hand. So
And we do.
we can go to combat. There's nothing I'm missing, right? No activated abilities on any of these. I just don't want to be an idiot and like attack in and lose. So let's do that, I guess. Yep. Exactly 0.
Well, that was a very neat and clean game.
Yeah, I agree. And it was mono white versus mono white, which is very odd to me.
Any pieces of that were complex for a turn, and then it was done. Mm-hmm. And it was very neat.
Yeah.
All the ends of all the ropes got nicely tied off, and I liked it very much. We'll see if that sticks around. I would doubt it.
Hey, let's not jinx it now. We're trying. We're doing well.
Yeah, we sure are.
That was a good game for us.
Yeah.
Gore C Vet? I have no idea. Gorak Vet? Alright, so we have Daxos, we have Sentinel's Eyes, and we have Flicker of Fate, and we have 4 lands.
Alright. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not amazing, but it's fine.
It's fine.
Sentinel's Eyes makes Daxos a 3/4, I think. They have a swamp. Ooh, we have a 2/4 though.
Yay!
But we have Daxos. So why not?
Whoa.
So cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
I feel like it didn't do that before.
It definitely did. You may not have been paying attention.
No, it did like the sword thing, but I didn't see the constellation thing.
That's fair. I think it still did, but maybe it was just something we didn't notice
Maybe
because
the
other things were going
background
on.
just made it too difficult to see.
Yeah. All right, so we have 3 mana. Should we attack first?
Yes.
Okay. So the only reason that we shouldn't is if they have a way to kill him, then we don't get a benefit of gaining a life off of playing a creature, but that's not the worst thing.
Freaking do?
Exactly. Well, actually, and Flicker of Fate would save him, so it's a good thing if we have mana left over. Or left open, I should say. Okay. So, do we want to play the 2/4 or the 1/2 flyer that makes our auras cheaper, which is irrelevant because this only costs 1 white anyway? If we use all of our mana, we would play this 2/4. Like, that's the better play right now.
Okay. Yeah, because we don't need a flyer right now because they don't have any threats
Correct.
against us.
And we gain a life. And that constellation appears whenever we gain a life as well, if you can see.
Oh.
Oh, they conceded.
Oh, no.
Oh. Cool. Hey, we ranked up. Bronze tier 3. Maybe they had a bad hand and they saw that they were going to start losing to what we had too quickly.
Yeah,
Who knows?
That was so quick to give up.
It was.
Something must have happened.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe they
They
had
ran
to
out
go.
of time.
Or...
They had to leave.
Yeah, something.
They had an appointment. That
Interesting.
They miss. I don't know.
No, me neither. Okay. So.
That owl is cute.
Yeah, he's cool. Thaumaturgus Familiar, I think the card's name is. I haven't memorized this set yet, but I'm getting there.
You mentioned earlier our... Go ahead, say that.
No, whatever. Passazer, but go ahead.
Uh,
Oh, wow. This is a great hand.
yeah, it is.
Keeping it.
we mentioned before our other YouTube channels, which please check them out if
Yeah.
you have the opportunity to. There was the comment I made of hating birds, and owls are kind of the exception to that.
No.
So,
We don't have
Oh,
our
no.
splash. Oh no.
oh no. Yeah, I don't really know where I was going with that.
Well, owls are the exception. So you liked that picture of the owl,
Yes,
even though you
yeah.
don't typically like birds. Hey, look, a 2/1 Death Touch, and they mill themselves for 2. They get a white and a green land. We can exile an artifact or an enchantment. So this is a 2/1 Death Touch. So
I
it would
love
kill.
that art.
It would kill Daxos. But the cool thing is we have the Omen. So, and this only pluses power. So even if they play a land, we're not going to attack. But even if they play a land and equip, which is what we want them to do. Okay, they have all 3 of their colors. They have a Cetessan Skirmisher. So whenever an enchantment enters, this gets +1/+1 until end of turn. And it's a 2/1 to start. I want them to attack here. Yes. Omen of the Sun comes out. We get 2/1/1s that we gain 2 life when they come in. And then we block with one of them and kill the Death Toucher with a 1/1 soldier that we do not care about. And we gain another life because it died. Yep.
Cool.
Seems pretty good. Now, it would have to be an enchantment entering. I don't think there is 1 blue mana enchantment, so we should be able to attack with Daxos here pretty safely.
Okay.
In fact, we can probably attack with both pretty safely.
Okay.
Because they have a 2/1.
I would be all right with
Oh,
that.
no. Yeah, okay. That's fine. We
Yeah,
can attack with
we've got
both.
some good
Let's do it now. The
While
thing
we
is,
still
right...
can.
Well, I was going to say, the thing is, this would be a good blocker, but if they play an enchantment, even a flash enchantment, then this would have enough toughness to kill this, but we just wouldn't block it. We would just take 3 damage and not care about that as much.
Yeah, we're at 26.
Correct.
We were at 25, though.
Yeah. Yeah, but we played a creature.
Right.
And Daxos is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's this land pad. So now it's a 3/2, so now I will not block it if it attacks. And it does. And we will not, as promised, no blocks. We take 3 and go to 23. So this, for 1 mana, they can sack any creature that they control. Hey, look, we drew another Daxos. We would lose 1 life and they'd gain 1 life each time they did that.
Oh, okay.
We could also exile it if we wanted to. This 1/3.
I mean, we've got Daxos.
Sure.
Giving us a life every time we play something.
Yeah, it's true.
So I don't know how much of a threat that really is.
Correct. Now we only have 4 lands, so we can't really give this Vigilance and Lifelink because we want to be able to have 3 to cater the rest of our draws.
Okay.
Because drawing Daxos there was not great.
No.
I mean, if this dies, it's perfect. But
Right. But hopefully that doesn't happen, though.
well, even if it does, I think we're okay. We're still going to attack with that. They can't block it because they don't have any flying blockers. We would have attacked with Daxos, but they would just block here and be fine because we
Yeah.
have nothing to pump this up with. Okay. We will end our turn. We will keep up Omen. We will keep up Flicker as well if we need to save something. Okay, so they have an Omen of their own. We would love that right now. Let us go get a swamp. Okay, Constellation
Almost
happens.
like we took that card and then we removed it from our deck.
Yeah, with all the other green in our deck and made a mono white deck that's actually worked pretty well for us.
Yeah,
arguably.
so far.
All right.
Knocking on the table.
Yes, knock on wood. Ooh, it's our turn, so I guess we scry. We lose a toughness on Daxos, so we have a land and the Chimera.
Ooh.
Now, how badly do we need that land? Not very badly. It's a 5th land, which is something, but I'd rather have the Chimera on top to draw now and play a 3/3 flyer,
Okay.
and then have this white as our second card that we draw in another turn.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right.
I thought you were suggesting putting the land on the
No,
bottom.
not
I
at
was
all.
like, we don't need
But
that.
now notice, right? This usually costs 5, but it costs X less, where X is our devotion, and we have 1, 2, 3, so it only costs 2 to play. Let's attack first. Oh, actually, we have 4, so let's give this Vigilance and Lifelink. Go to combat. Attack with this one. I guess there's an argument to be made to have not done that and to just have left up Flicker, because we don't need it. We're at 26. But we have a 3/3 flyer, a 2/5 on the ground, and a 1/1 that we can throw away if we really need to. So I'm not that worried about it. We're also at 26. I just don't want them to be able to kill any of our stuff, and they are in the colors to be able to do that. So, let's see. Okay, that's a very good card. So this is a 3/4 with escape. And if it escapes with 2 +1/+1 counters on it, so it would be a 5/6. And when it enters from escaping, we would sacrifice a non-Gorgon creature, which would be any creature.
Any
so like
creature.
right now it would be this human soldier, to be fair, but still, that's a pretty good card for them. All right, let's... now we can definitely do this. We could also exile an artifact or an enchantment, but I don't think any of these three are scary enough to have to get rid of like that.
No.
Okay. So we can attack for 5 in the air right now.
Do it.
2 of which will be vigilant and life-linked, if you will. So we go like that. 2 attackers. They're at 10, and we're at 28.
That's insane.
And I think we can safely end our turn here. It sucks because we can't play Theros, but we're still winning, so
Yeah,
I think
don't
that's
think we
fine.
need to.
Seems good. Yeah, they're playing a 3-color deck, and we're playing a 1-color deck, so...
Yeah, and devotion is definitely a thing in this format.
Yeah, it's
So
very good.
Playing 1 color versus 3 matters a lot.
Look
in
at how
terms
pretty
of
that looks.
The advantage, I guess.
Yeah. Omen of the Sea is very good. Okay, so Constellation happens. That resolves. They get to scry 2 and then draw a card, which is great. Omen of the Sea is very good. I think all the Omens are good, but Omen of the Sea is particularly good. They put them both on the bottom, which means they drew a random card, which is good for us. They played a Swamp. And they're looking at stuff. How many cards in their graveyard? 3? And they need 3 for this. Okay. But they only have 5 mana, and they need 6. They can equip, which it looks like they're at least debating doing currently, to put it on their 3/4. That makes sense. Resolves. Pass to attackers. Now, they're attacking us with a 5/4.
Okay.
But it's normally a 3/4. I think we just take 5 here. Does that make sense? We would go to 23.
As opposed to what?
As opposed to, we could flicker it, the thing falls off, and then we double block, but then it could kill some of our stuff. Like, it's not great.
No.
Yeah,
I don't
so we just
think
take
we need to worry about all of that nonsense. We're at 28.
I agree, and they're at 10.
And we keep climbing.
Yeah,
you
and
know.
we're attacking them for 5 a turn, and they have 2 turns. Hey, look, an Al-Said of Life's Bounty. That's pretty good. And we have enough mana to do Al-Said, give this Vigilance and Lifelink, and keep up Flicker to save something later on if we need to.
That's sweet as hell.
Alright, so let's attack with our flyers. They're at 5, we're at 25, and we play our 1/1 Lifelinker and gain a life. Good?
Good.
Seems alright to me too.
Oh, poor Fibblethip.
He's so lost. Alright, they have to do something about our flyers or they lose. Yep. That's what happens.
Sorry, Fibblethip.
I'm not sorry. This is a... What?
Passazer.
Passazer, yeah. Click to continue. Okay, man, this is great. Let's do one more in this video, and then we can come back, because win or lose, we still have more chances, so let's do one more. And then we'll do the rest in the next video. Uh-oh. God bless you.
Sorry, headphone users.
So close to the microphone. It's alright. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to hear her normally, so you gotta trade that off. Apologies. I'll try to give a better warning next time.
Yeah, I really couldn't.
you were a little
I was
busy.
just heaving. I was just trying to breathe.
We found an opponent.
Another Fibblethip.
Satchatuil? Okay. Ooh, okay, 3 mana. A Flicker for 2, a Hero for 2, a Transcendent Envoy for 2, and a Pegasus for 4. Are you confident enough that we will draw a 4th land in our first 4 turns?
Yeah.
Okay, we will keep this hand then. We're playing the Hero first or the Envoy? Well, we drew a land. Do you want to play a Hero first or the Envoy first? 1/2 flyer or 2/2 on the ground? They now have a 3/1.
Liar.
Well, so we're going to have to block this thing. This attacks
Oh.
each combat if able.
Oh,
And it's a 3/1.
shite.
So do you want the Envoy to block it or the Hero to block it? Either way, it's going to die. So I would say the Envoy is a better blocker here.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted that one because we could deal damage to them.
Yeah, but it's one at a time. Like, we have better stuff to deal damage to them when we know it. Like this Pegasus in our hand that we will get in 2 more turns. So yes, I will happily block. This thing does have escape, but they need 3 other cards in their graveyard, of which they currently have 0. This 4/4, we drew Daxos too. This 4/4 can't attack unless they have a creature with power 4 or greater.
Oh.
So do we play Daxos this turn, or do we play the Hero of the Pride this turn?
Daxos first.
I agree, because then we start gaining life.
Yep.
He's a 2/2. Okay. They cannot attack. They do have Furious Rise, so that's the thing that allows them to exile a card, and until they exile another card with that, they can play that card. So next turn, they can play a mountain with it.
Wow.
Hey, it's not nothing. Karametra's Blessing would give him +2/+2, and he's an enchantment creature, so he would gain hexproof and indestructible, but I think we play the Pegasus first.
Yeah.
Okay, no attacks, because this can still block, it just can't attack. So, yeah, no attacks with our ground creature. Until we can put Karametra's Blessing on it. Yeah. And then it could kill this, but I don't really, I'm not going to try to get them with that. We've got better uses for that card later on. This is a 4/3, and they can give this +2 or +X+O, where X is their devotion to green. So now they're attacking us with a 6/4, which I am not blocking. We will go to 15. Then they exile another mountain, so they can play that next turn as well. We play a land. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can play this and have up either Flicker or Karametra's Blessing.
Ooh.
Or actually, we could play this and the Hero of the Pride and have up Karametra's Blessing if you want.
That sounds amazing.
Okay. Sounds good to me. So we tap it for a white because we're going to gain some life. We'll play a Hero of the Pride. Gain another life. And then attack them for 2 in the air. Okay. And we end our turn. Now, do you see what we can do with Karametra's Blessing combined with Hero of the Pride if they attack us with both of their creatures? Hero of the Pride, if you target it with a spell, it gives all of our creatures +1/+0 until end of turn.
Oh, I forgot that.
So, okay, so it gives their other creatures trample. Please
That's
attack
good.
with both of your creatures. Yes. So, if we use Karametra's Blessing to target Hero of the Pride, this becomes a 4/4, not hexproof, not indestructible. So it will trade with this.
Okay.
But it will give Daxos +1 power, and it will make him a 3/5 to block this and kill it and not die in the process.
Okay. Alright. That's fine.
Okay. Then we go to blocks. We block here. So our hero does die, but we also gain a life when he dies thanks to Daxos. But we kill 2 of their creatures in exchange for 1 of our own, and we gain 1 life.
Yeah.
Oh, why did Daxos die? Did I miss something? Oh, because
The trample?
No, damn it. Because the hero died, we lost a
One of the ones.
a devotion.
Yeah.
Damn it. That's
Damn
very
it.
that's
That
my
sucks.
fault. That's very foolish.
We
okay.
do have a second Daxos in the deck.
True. That's my fault, though. That is very silly of me. Okay, so we can play this. We don't need the swamp. We have 4 mana, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So we won't Traveler's Amulet this turn. But we can attack for 2 and gain some life. Okay. That was definitely bad on my part.
Yeah,
on the Daxos
I
stuff.
probably would have made the exact same mistake there.
Yeah. I felt like it was great,
It would
but
not have occurred to me at all that would have
that sucks.
happened that way.
That sucks.
But it makes perfect sense.
Yeah. It's bad beats. It happens. They have a 5/3, which I assume they attack with. Yeah. I will not be blocking. We take 5 and go to 15. Or they have pump of some kind? I mean, worst comes to worst, if they're pumping it or something, we can still flicker it. It's just... Okay, pass to damage, very good. And then at the end of their turn, this happens, right? Beginning or end step, yeah. So they can play this. Yep, that was exiled with this. It resolves. They have another 4/4. Right? Yeah. Okay. And a 4/1 Loathsome Chimera.
That's a good card, too.
Yeah, their deck is very scary. All right, so
it's very similar to all the stuff that we thought about adding to this deck and then cut from this deck.
Correct. All right, so we don't need to worry about any of that. Ugh, god damn it. That's unfortunate. Well, I mean, we can attack for 2 and gain 2. The problem is they're attacking for 13 next turn. We can flicker one of them, but like 13's a lot.
We need to, yeah, because we're only at 15 and there's no more gaining life because Daxos is gone.
Well, no, that's not entirely true. We're gaining life off of each of these attacks.
We are?
We're giving it Vigilance and Lifelink for 2. So we're gaining 2 life each time this attacks, and they're taking 2 each time.
Oh, okay.
But it's still not perfect. Alright. It's not using our altar, although we don't have Daxos anymore, so we're not gaining life from that either. But yeah, their deck is very good. Very good and scary. Pass to attackers. We have to flicker the 5 and take 8 and go to 9.
Okay.
If they attack with all 3. Which I assume they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's the best we can do, which is not great, but it happens. Okay, so it goes away, and then it comes back, but it's out of combat now. We're not being attacked by it, and then we pass to blockers. We don't block. We take 8, and we go to 9. I don't love it, but it's what we have to do currently while we wait to draw something else. But right now, they've got 8 mana, so they play Renata, and each other creature they control enters with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. Yeah, their deck's insane. Their deck is very, 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 very good. That is fun as well. Okay. They also have 1,000,000 lands. Ugh. Yeah, that's why Furious Rise is good. It's giving them a new card an extra card every turn.
Oh.
Unknown Shores does not do it for us.
No.
Which means we can
it's like
concede.
the last thing we need.
Yeah, we can concede this one. Okay. Very good. That deck was nuts, and I hope we don't come across another one of those, but either way, we will be coming across it or not coming across it in the next video, because as I said, that is going to be the end of this one. We are currently 3-1 with this deck, which is a very respectable record so far. So, tune in next time. Please feel free to subscribe and hit the bell down below. You can scroll down and you will see that. It will allow you to find out when all of our videos come out on this channel. These videos and any others that we happen to put out, because we do put out 2 videos a week on this one. Plus, as Amy mentioned, we have our Video Games for All channel and our Gluten Free for All channels. So you can subscribe to those as well. Those will be popping up on the screen for you. We have other videos, other series, etc. That would help us out a lot. Liking, commenting, subscribing, ringing the bells, like I said, helps us out a lot. But for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe.
And I'm Amy.
As always, please let us know any and all thoughts that you had down in the comments below. Is there anything that we could have done to win that last game? Because I truly don't think so. But as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.